I wanted to understand a bit. You're saying that within a person there is an inner war between the inner forces. If he's willing to locate the Maccabees, Israel, and Greek within him, and is ready to challenge this inner war, the main force will be the force of connection of the Maccabees, that they will defeat and be victorious. Also then there was a problem. It wasn't a war against the Greek. The war was with the people that became Greek, with the Jewish that wanted to live like the Greek. Same thing today. Today we don't want to connect, we want to be like every other nation. Like people live in Europe, this is how I want to live. Each and every one in their own place. For the Europeans, it's okay. They don't have an obligation. If you're Italian, French, German, doesn't matter. They don't have a demand to be together. In the usual state, everyone lives in his own corner. No one looks at one another. We can't. We must always overcome all the disturbances against the connection between us to be one man and one heart. You're saying in Europe, everyone is individually living his life. But here in Israel, you can't live like that. Everyone has their own privacy and doesn't look on the other. No. This is like a curse. Like it's written in the Torah. There's a special nation that is not like any other nation. It's a very special nation because he is existing as a nation only when he is connected. What does it mean to live within connection? Is it the opposite of what you described? If I'm in connection, I'm connected to the source, the upper force in nature. It's called the Creator, God, upper force, doesn't matter. But then I'm truly in a state that there's nothing higher than the force of the people. We can attain anything we want. We can be an example for all other nations, a light to the nations. And this is what they expect from us. This is why we see how they react to us now. Because we are not connected, they are acting like they do. There's two sides, two attitudes. We see one in Europe, everyone in his corner doesn't see anyone else. Very simple calculation. This is a European style, individuals. On the other side, there's a different style. It's the Israeli style. How does it look? Maybe you can describe it. It's a very special life. It's a life that everyone takes care of everyone else. Of everyone. What is the meaning? The meaning that I never look at one particular person. I look at everyone and I always think, how can I help my nation? My people. How can I make it better for everyone? Why do I need this? If you don't have the right to exist. To Israel. You're not even Israel if you're not doing that. You're not called a nation. The nation is called only when they connect. And once they scatter, they forget about this rule, they're not a nation. They're scattered amongst other nations. Like the man said, I will ask. I'm very connected to this European style, that everyone has their own space. I'm not hurting anyone else. I won't educate my children to hurt anyone else. You have your own space. Todd has her own space. This private life. There's one problem, though, that those Europeans can't live calmly within their own style. Because within their style, they don't have any power to live the normal life. This power, this force, they can receive from Israel. Just listen. If you learn from them how to live, and then you don't have any power. You can't reveal the light to lit up this candle, and you can't supply this light, this force, to them. What force is missing? I didn't understand. A force to exist. What did they say? They say the nation of Israel is the reason for all evil in the world. Right? Like it's written in the Zohar. I don't need to hear anti-Semitism. I read the Zohar, and it's written. There's no evil in the world, only from Israel. We're to blame on everything. Meaning, they're not to blame. They're not responsible. They must receive this livelihood from us. This energy of life and happiness. Yes, yes. If we would exit and depart from them and not connect within ourselves, then they feel worse. If we look at things in this way, we see all the reasons of the wars and troubles. Everything is connected. How much this spiritual light, how much can we bring of this light to the world? So it turns that if we don't connect, we cause evil in the world. And if we do connect, we will bring good. So when we see anti-Semitism rise, it says, it's a symbol that we need to, a sign we need to connect more.